Hey everyone, Anthony Scott here at toyhypeusa.com. Today we are checking out FanHome's Iron Man subscription box. This is box number 30. There is one more to go after this one. And each one of these magazines continue on with the build. There are parts included with each issue. This box includes 13, 14, 15, and 16. Thank you to FanHome for sending this box along for review. It's greatly appreciated. To subscribe and for more information, make sure to head over to the FanHome website, and you can do so by clicking the link in the YouTube description below or the hyperlink off of toyhypeusa.com. Here's a closer look at issue 113, including the parts we're going to be using for assembly. These are the battle-damaged parts. On the cover, very nicely done, you have Lord Iron. First article, The Imposters, a Digital Reality. A continuation. And now for the steps. These are the battle-damaged thigh plates. What you're going to do is you're just going to swap it out where you see the thigh joints here. Now you have a couple of really cool posters. Next article, Rising from the Ashes, Iron Man Phoenix. A continuation. And now we have 1602, Elizabethan Iron Man. On the back, we have Tony Stark Iron Man number 15 from October 2019. A description and a look at the next issue. I am going to work on assembly right now. And let's take a closer look. Up next is issue 114, and here's a look at the parts we're going to be using for assembly. Inside this issue, you have Iron Man 2020. First article, Empire, 3 Realms, and a Pyre. A continuation. And here is a look at the parts we're going to be using for assembly. These are all the steps here. We've done this once before, so I think you guys would know what to expect. A lot of little parts here, so just be careful not to lose anything. I suggest keep them in the plastic tray until you're ready to use it. And here is the steps. This chest piece is the battle damaged, so that's what's different about than what's come before. And completed assembly. Now we have some cool posters. And new article, New Heroes, Marvel Youth. A continuation. And now Iron Man 2020. On the back, we have Empire number 1 from September 2020. A description and a look at the next issue. I am going to work on assembling now. And let's take a closer look. Here's a look at the completed assembly. Just make sure these parts on the sides go in the right way. These are all numbered, so these should go in a certain way. And here's a look at the back. This acrylic part is screwed in. And I am now moving on to the next issue. Up next is issue 115, and here's a look at the parts we're going to be using for assembly. On the cover, we have Sapien Deathmatch. First article, Journey to the Past, Tony Stark versus Mephisto. A continuation. And here's a look at the parts we're going to be using for assembly. We've previously assembled with the other versions of these. However, these are the battle damaged parts. So same steps as before, with the exception of this time we're popping off the old parts, putting on the battle damaged parts. Here we have a couple of posters, vintage comic art, very nicely done. And now we have Love in the Time of War, a continuation, and Sapien Deathmatch, House of M. On the back, we have Avengers, Volume 8, issue number 31, from April 2020, a description and a look at the next issue. I am going to work on assembly now, and let's take a closer look. Here is a look at the assembly. Both of the parts for the left leg are now taken off and the battle damaged parts are put on. And I am now moving on to the next issue. The final issue in this box is number 116. And here's a look at the parts of assembly. On the cover, you have Iron Spider, and I particularly love this cover. I think it looks very cool. First article, Mech Team, Metal Avengers, which you saw on the cover. A continuation. And here's a look at the steps for assembly. Same as before, this is just the right leg. Some great posters. Classic Avengers. And now we have Send in the Clones, Maximum Cloning. A continuation. Iron Spider, The Amazing Armor. And on the back we have Avengers Mech Strike from April 2021, a description and a look at the next issue. I'm going to assemble this now, and let's take a closer look. Here's a look at the final assembly. As you can see, the older parts have been swapped out with the battle damaged parts. Overall, this is going to be a great figure once complete. There's one more box left, so that's coming up soon. Thank you again to FanHome for sending him along for review, or this particular box, I should say, as well as all the others. That's greatly appreciated. To subscribe and for more information, make sure to click off the links at toyhypeusa.com or the links right in the YouTube description below. Thanks for watching this video, and stay tuned for the last and final review of Iron Man, and that's coming up soon. Here's a look at the final assembly. These parts are die cast, so you just pop them off and swap them out. And I am now moving on to the next issue.